Turn my headphones up. All right.
Damn, Jay,
It's 8:15 with the Trap Queen. 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 You know the vibes. Yeah, you know the vibes. What's up, beautiful people? It's Pretty Girl Loves Trap content. And you know, it's Wednesday, so power is on the schedule for today, okay? But before we get into, the episode, we got to bring up the plug. What's up, plug? How are you?
What's good? You know what it is. We back in the building. OG Power, we in the trap.
Yes, hump day. Yes, y'all. We got some people in the building. Let me address everyone. We got Daria, DeMarcus, Mr. Jones, Samira, Inga. Let's see here. How y'all doing this evening? Put a one in the chat if y'all feeling lovely today, okay? And right after you do that, make sure you are liking this video, okay? Make sure you are subscribed to my channel as well as Brillo's channel because your girl is on a short quest of 700 subscribers. So I would appreciate it, okay? Definitely would appreciate it. And before we get into the episode, I just got to give, Brillo his flowers. Like, what day is this in the subscriber-thon? Like, how many days have you been going straight?
We ain't lost track, but it's easy. It's easy work now, Once I get in the routine,
Easy work, light work. Yeah. It's light work, all right? Yeah. So yes. So we got Inga, DeMarcus, Samira, y'all doing good. I'm glad, y'all. I always like a good Wednesday because that means half the work week is out of here, y'all. To damper my mood, y'all already know what it is. We are introduced to none other the Terry Silver, y'all. Oh, God. Brillo, I'm going to give you some time in a minute, to say some words. I really want to know your honest thoughts on this very man, okay? But yes, we're going to be talking about Terry Silver a good little bit up in here, okay? Thank you, Eric Iverson, for the Cash App. I appreciate it. What? You lying. Eric Iverson. I'm definitely reading this wrong. Eric Iverson, you sent a whole $100.
Okay, Iverson.
Should I transfer it now to make sure I go through? Thank you. Oh my God, you such a blessing. Did you get your text? Your text back? I mean, let us sister know. Wow, Eric, you gonna have me shed thug tears in the chat. Eric, you are definitely the GOAT. Eric / what are your other aliases?
Legendary, man. We should have wrote them boys down, man. Let us know the aliases. We got to know it, man. We got to write them down.
No, I really appreciate you guys. I really do. Thank you, Eric. Oh my God, like my heart is full. Like now I'm happy to talk about Terry Silver. I guess it just took 100 to brighten my mood about Terry Silver. I really appreciate it. It definitely will be put in good use. Thank you, Eric. Again. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on, okay? Eric, you're the MVP, okay? All right. Definitely goated, okay? But no, I really, really, truly appreciate it, okay? Because you don't have to do this. You don't even have to spend your time with me, any of you guys, but you choose to. And you already know. We in the trap, but we shed our emotions up in here, okay? It's a safe space. But again, thank you, Eric. I truly, truly appreciate it. So we got to talk about episode 403, okay? Ghost, yes, he's still in jail, y'all. We still over here eating the dry biscuits, okay? Is he in there long enough for Tasha to put money on his books? Like we ain't see nothing about no transfers or nothing, brother. What Tasha doing?
Man, she just going business as usual. I don't know. I don't know what she doing.
She barely want to visit the man. I don't know. She probably put no money in his. Tommy probably did. Tommy probably did. Probably told somebody else to do it. We don't need no more suspicion.
The money is there, right? I want to give her too much responsibility.
Yes, y'all. Yes. So let's start off the very beginning of the episode. And I really love this little sequence. They show everybody getting hemmed up randomly. We see Julio, okay? Julito, okay? We see Dre getting hemmed up by the feds and Keisha. And of course, for the past maybe umpteenth episodes, this is Keisha's very fear of being picked up by the feds because she just want to sell hair. That's all she want to do is put them sew-ins. I don't know if they was doing lace fronts back then, but she was just trying to do hair. That's all she was trying to do. And now Tasha done drug her in to the drug business. Okay, pun intended, no pun intended. All right, and then your girl Angie is at Greg's funeral, but she keeping a low profile. She don't want the family to see her because she feels like they're blaming her for this whole situation. But based on what we have right here, you have anything to add, Brillo, about everybody getting hemmed up by the feds?
2 rats getting hemmed up by the feds. I'm not no concern here.
I thought so. I definitely thought so. DeMarcus, well, I feel like they had some dirty money somewhere. They had to have had some dirty money somewhere. I mean, I feel like they had to. And that's the thing. She had a whole bank account, and they addressed this as well in the episode where, she was getting her bank statements sent to Lakeisha's house. So what are those statements showing? Like, Tasha, come on now. You were an accountant, okay? Well, you went to school for accounting. You have to have some bread. Come on, even if it was 500. Like, come on. You could have skipped a bag for a week and put some up in there. Do you think she was smart enough to put some bread in there, Brillo? Some real bread?
I do.
You do? Oh, I'm surprised. I did not expect that response from you.
I do.
So
if she bought the bread, like, she gonna tuck something.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she got something. She ain't completely broke. Okay. Right. What's the difference between broke and poor? Okay. Poor means you have nothing. Broke means you kind of living above your means.
You got some secret stash or something.
Exactly. So we are introduced to Terry Silver. Okay. He comes in, Ghost. He's just thinking he's meeting with Proctor. And we get the very great presence of Terry Silver. And he comes in all smug, like, so, did you get any good sleep? Did you do it? And of course, your boy Ghost is like, no, I didn't do it. And Proctor comes in shortly after. And, they're pretty much giving Terry Silver the rundown. But of course, we can't tell him everything because we don't really know this man like that. But the main reason Proctor brought him on was because he has a 3-to-1 success rate when it comes to these federal cases. And y'all already know when it comes to the feds, well, their approval rate, their rating is what, like 97, 99% in terms of conviction rate. So it's fairly high. So Terry, he got a good rep. Okay. So he's trying to get abreast of the case. But I'm going to just give you a minute and just express to me and everyone, like, how do you feel about this very man on this screen?
I mean, as soon as he come on the scene, it's just judgment in his face. James is guilty. He good enough to take his money, but you just want to basically treat him like trash, like judgment, like he's better than him. Basically, just the definition of a sucker. Number 1 Hall of Fame, just cornball. Like, why you want to press? He already facing the needle. I get it, but he just being an asshole with it. Just Terry. Just a sucker all the way.
Has he been inducted into your Sucker Sim Hall of Fame?
Yes, top tier Hall of Fame. The definition of a sucker, which top tier, goated.
Oh gosh. I do agree with that, DeMarcus. He stated Terry Silver saw through Ghost BS, but he was also very judgmental. We'll talk about that because I was pretty much at the end, their whole conversation. But he had to do him like that. I'm just saying. He was like, brother, I'm here for you, but I ain't rocking with you like that, okay? But yes, pretty much they're trying to run down the whole alibi situation because that's pivotal to win this case. They also, Ghost mentioned like, hey, there was a traffic stop. And so they're trying to find information and evidence about this traffic stop. So that's what Proctor pretty much gives Terry Silver to do as his little first, assignment, what have you. Okay. He don't really trust, it may not be true, but he just gonna go with it for now. All right. And so we have Julito, okay, and Dre. They're being interrogated, of course, by Sandoval and Saxe. Of course, they're being very smug. But they're pretty much saying no, Ghost is a savior, okay? He is a thug savior. He saves all the thugs and he gives us a new day, okay? He's definitely a great guy. Him, crime, oh no, never been in the same sentence. I don't know what you guys talking about. And Julio, he had a good little alibi. I met him. He allowed me to work, at the Wash and Fold. Dre, of course, works at Truth. But I like this little banter back and forth. How you feel about this, Dre? Sorry, Brillo.
Yeah, Julio, he held it down in there. Of course, he's not gonna say much. Never gonna rat him out, but definitely got pressed by Tommy and Dre. I was surprised he was, held shit. Surprised he didn't just blur everything out.
Yeah. I don't know. It was kind of funny with Saxe too, because Julio was like, I'm completely clean. He was like, yeah, that big tat on your neck. Yeah, that's real proof that you clean. He's like, not unless you, forget your area code or what have you. Like, I don't see a reason for you to need that 718. And he was like, well, that's, Todos Locos, that's pretty much their stamp. And he was like, well, they're blood in, blood out. So how you no longer, part of that gang? And Julio was like, Ghost assisted me low key. Well, I don't know if he said Ghost specifically, but he was pretty much saying, the Wash and Fold gave him a way out. Okay. He's a reformed thug, if you will. Yes. All right. But yeah, thank you, Ronald Cameron, Jacoby. How y'all doing? OT, of course, he got to come through with the jokes. Montel Williams, aka Terry Silver. First of all, don't do Montel Williams like that, okay? Do not. No. Hey, Mr. Jones, you said Dre before playing police game, shaking my head. Yeah, y'all definitely not forgetting that, Dre was over there and signed some documentations, okay? We'll get to that in some months in the future, all right? So, of course, we know Keisha not about this life. So I feel like she was talking a little too much in a sense, but her and Angie are going back and forth, and she's pretty much asking Keisha things that she already know about Tasha and Ghost. And, Keisha, she low-key got that mad friend attitude, like, girl, you the reason why they broke up. Like, stop playing. You know all these answers. And she's pretty much alluding to the fact that Ghost and Tasha are no longer together, and that's going to cause an issue and give Angie an angle. But how do you feel about, like, I just hate the fact that she's so close to this case. Like, I know this is power, but come on, Brillo, what's going on?
Angie is just a fool, and I can't wait to get to the end of the episode. This was a tough episode. Even though it got some highlights, I don't want to, you press fast forward, but man, these scenes right here was just like, oh my God.
I know.
Angie's such an idiot.
She is, and then she'll
How you gonna do the police work first? You know what I'm saying? Like, the tape was there. Why are you pressing her? Like, it just magically appeared. But
she was thinking with her heart, not her brain, when it came to this whole case. Right. She even showed her
to the case, like you said.
She showed her slip, like even when Keisha was mentioning, Ghost moved back in, and she was like, to sleep on the couch Angie, you didn't need to add that, okay? Like, what was the point? You're really showing your ass right now.
Right.
I can't. I don't know if this is the most hated Angie season for me. I feel like this is. It has to be.
Definitely.
Because I can't recall. I feel like we'll see season 5. Yeah, season 5 she started to help. Yeah, because she died. Okay, we'll get to that later. Okay. So to continue with Keisha, she meets with Proctor and Terry Silver, and this is pretty much the first scene we see Silver and Tasha together. Okay. But there's nothing too deep going on. Keisha's just telling the lawyers.
Infuriates me.
I'm gonna let you get off in a minute. But Keisha's pretty much letting Proctor know how the interrogation went. And she was like, "I'm sorry, Tasha. I didn't mean to say as much as I did, even though I didn't know what to say." But Terry and Proctor's pretty much letting Tasha and Keisha know, like, Angie could possibly have an angle of breaking spousal privilege, and charge or summons Tasha to testify because she may have just been acting as Ghost's accomplice versus his wife. So this is kind of a sticky situation, but how does Terry and Tasha infuriate you, Brillo? Like, come on, speak.
Because like the like Tasha. Can we press rewind to the beginning when she told Ghost she wanted him to be the biggest dope dealer in New York, right? She didn't want him to get out the game. How can she go for Terry Silver? This sucker is just gotta be about the. I don't know. I just don't make sense to me. Has to be about the money, like, or is this just to get a Ghost? I don't know what. I don't get it.
I think part of it.
You just let James get the clubs and get out the game.
Yeah. I think part of it is she was living a good life because James is doing his job very well. And at the end of the day, when things started to get hot, the block is hot. The block got hot, and she realized, like, maybe I ain't for this life like that. And that's when she started to see the brighter side of things. She, saw how dangerous it was out there in them streets. Okay.
So when it makes sense. When the block got hot, that's why.
She retreated a little bit. She was like, "Oh, never mind."
She's supposed to be 10 toes down. Like,
I would just play it.
Not wavering.
Oh gosh, she's so trifling.
Terry Silver walk in the building smug, like treating Ghost like trash. This is Ghost.
Oh, that annoyed me. We'll talk about that. Do you recall what Tommy and your grandson was talking about?
I can't recall.
Long story short, he's pretty much was like, "Yo, why you treat your moms like this? Like, come on, you gotta be the man in the house. Like, what's up?" And your grandson's like, "Tommy, like, my dad don't care about family. He don't care. Like, I'm out here in these streets by myself. Like, bro, you ain't been around us like that, because if you know my dad, he ain't nothing but a liar, and he probably guilty." And of course, Tommy was like, "I own the strength. Your dad didn't do this. Okay, he will not put this family in danger by killing a cop. Okay, I mean, he a killer, but not a cop killer. I mean, he didn't say all that, but that's what Tommy thinking." But he's trying to be there. I really appreciate Tommy stepping up, trying to, really just fill in for Ghost's shoes, because he did ask him in jail, like, take care of my family. So he's trying to step up. He's been, sleeping over. I went ahead, so it may be next episode, but he's been trying to just have a presence for these kids. Okay.
Yeah, that was this episode.
Uncle Tommy. Because I watched up to like 6, so now 4, 5, and 6. Well, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. It's all blurry to me right now, y'all. It just started to get real good to me for some reason. I was like, okay, let me slow down before I start blurring all these episodes. I don't like to go too far ahead. But yeah, it was getting real good and juicy, okay? So we with the feds now, y'all. Oh, Lord. So, of course, your boy. Why I lost his name really quickly.
Donovan.
Not Donovan.
Donovan.
Not Donovan. Not Donovan. Oh my God! Why I
Yeah.
lost his name? The head, the
Mike.
leader.
Mike.
Yes,
Mike.
John Mock. I'm sorry, y'all.
Mike.
I just had bird brain just now. John Mock, he's upset because he's like, dang, out of all these people we interrogated, we have nothing. Okay. And Donovan had a little file. He was like, yes, we have a Cantos on file. He has some information, but he wants full immunity. I'm like, Cantos, your little snitch behind. Where you come from? But of course, Mock was like, nah, he's not a snitch worth having. So, he's probably disgruntled. So they dismiss him. Angie pretty much states like, hey, I think I got an angle with Keisha. We can possibly break spousal privilege. And they was like, okay, work that angle. But she was trying to push back a little bit because she was like, well, I don't think it'd be a good idea. I don't want to really press Tasha. I don't want to get her involved because we have to think about the kids. John was like, F them kids. We trying to put a murderer in jail. I'm like, Angie, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I'm just tired of the hokey pokey of it all. Like, girl, like, sorry.
So too personal.
Numb your whole radio.
She's not even willing to do the math. It's right there on the table. She won't even look.
I'm so aggravated, y'all. Oh Lord, Jesus.
Come on.
I'm so aggravated.
They like, no, we don't want to put him in jail. We want to give him the needle. She look like, oh
no. Like she's like, I want him to die. I just want him to suffer a little bit for breaking my heart and killing my ex-boyfriend.
They're all in there like, yeah. Sax pressing Angela on her head.
Oh, man.
Like, stop being a hey-ho, Sax. You're like, it's like, I was with Greg or something. She's like, oh, yeah, you was with him. That's what they call it, Sax.
Aggravated. I can't, Inga. Inga said she was happy when Angie got killed. Dang.
Man, that was so funny. So I thought it was only me, Inga. Oh, man.
I don't know if I was happy. So hard. I was low-key annoyed. I don't know why, but I was annoyed because she low-key saved Ghost's life.
That and Ghost screaming and Tommy just mouths at him.
What did he say? No. What did he say?
No. Some dramatic.
No. Go ahead, talk about your grandson. Your grandson is pressing in them private school streets.
Oh yeah, you already know what it is. He don't care nothing about none of that.
Oh God.
Claudia's gonna hurt his feelings. Ain't gonna happen.
Nah. The little bullies, what is that? Ethan, he over there pressing Raina. It was like, dang, your daddy over there killing federal agents and whatnot. Of course, Tariq ain't too far. He is pressing Ethan, all right. And he was just like, yo, bro, like, you can get it, all right. And Tariq proceeds to tell Raina, like, tell the nurse in the office I went home sick. I'm like, oh, we don't care about nothing no more. Like, we just want to do the lean and be with Kanan all day. So Raina, what'd you say?
This is Ghost's fault. Ghost here on the street. Kanan is Pops now.
They ain't signed no documentation.
Kanan is Big now.
He signed off on them. I mean, they low key. If
Kanan is his guardian at this time. This is a pivotal time in young Tariq's life.
DeMarcus said, in a crazy way, I wish Tariq would have cut Angie Waters off. I ain't gonna lie, that would have been fire.
I hope they flip his character and I switch it.
That would have been fire. I would have been here for that. Okay.
I just had a crazy thought, man.
Raina, she goes out, all distraught, trying to run after Tariq. And of course, the paparazzi, they get the pic shot. They get the pics. Emotional Carl Thomas moment. Poor little Raina, okay? Oh, Lord. So, Jesus Christ. I'm just, child. So they discovered that pretty much they found DNA on Greg, Ghost's DNA on Greg, and they're trying to figure out like, how did your DNA get on, Greg? And they realize, well, that this is when he tells them about the traffic stop. And excuse me, guys, but at this point, Proctor tells Silver, hey, research the traffic stop because this will help us get the DNA thrown out of the case. But yeah, we got a gun, we got fingerprints, and now we got DNA. So it ain't looking too good for good old Ghosty Ghost right now. But Proctor, he's trying to keep everything under control.
Man, Proctor was MVP.
I love you so, Proctor. I'm just saying. Put in the chat, y'all team Proctor or team Davis. Let a sister know. Hey, HEA, thank you for coming through.
His hands down got to be Proctor.
It's
Proctor was the G this episode.
It's Proctor for me.
And Taurus bad. You're all right. Proctor, you all right. That's all I got to say.
He all right. All right. So Mock and Sandoval, they are pressing Malcolm. Okay. Malcolm is pretty much Greg's friend. Greg shared the recording with them. He's pretty much his mentor. And, they're kind of asking him like, hey, pretty much, what do you know? They're trying to see if he's worth, including in the case. But he's being very careful about the information he shares because he don't trust them. He's trying to clear Greg's name at the end of the day, and they're not interested in that. So he's going to do all he can to make sure Greg is clear, okay? Because being a dirty cop in those streets, that ain't cute. And I'm sure Greg's family, they don't get his benefits probably because he is deemed possibly a crooked cop. I don't know if they're getting them benefits. So that was a big problem with, Paz and Angie. We'll get to that later on in the year. But yeah, y'all, it's a lot. What did you say?
Angie was a crooked cop.
Yeah.
She just didn't know it. It's too stupid.
The market says Davis is not a rat, aka Oh Lord, leave Proctor alone, okay? So Keisha / Marquisha / Lala is talking to Tommy, and they're pretty much talking about Tasha, and she's worried about Tasha snitching. I'm like, Keisha, you worried about Tasha snitching? She do not trust Tasha at this point. It's weird because their relationship, it's just too complex for me. It's like, I don't know. It's a lot. But what did you say?
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. And Lala mentions like, hey, Proctor, I told him everything. He was like, Proctor? You meant Proctor, so we already know his antennas is up. But yeah, now Tommy has another reason to pay your boy Proctor a visit, okay? Because he likes Keisha, and of course he probably still low-key feeling the way about Holly. So anybody that he's has a halfway good relationship with or is halfway innocent, he wants to protect them, okay? Tommy, he low-key got a lot of response.
I don't know how this ends. Sorry.
Oh Lord, he tried. He's
trying his best.
He tried. Your grandson is an addict. I hope you know that.
He off that wok. He lost in the sauce. I don't know what happened to Kane. I don't know what's going to happen. What happened to young Kane? Look, how did you turn into this? My God. Look at him pouring up. Double cup.
Rihanna, pour it up. He's giving him the recipe, everything. He's like, yo, this good for this size. And he was like, what's up, little Negro? Like, what? You down and out? And he was like, yeah, my dad, he might be going down for this murder. He was like, don't worry about all that family shit.
Who can't but think like Kenny was thinking, ghosts go down. I'm about to take.
He probably was laughing on the inside.
Right.
Butterflies in his heart.
Right. Like, I got everything I want.
He probably, I'm gonna get Tasha. I got my son on lock. Oh my God. What if that really would have happened if Ghost would have died earlier and Kanan would have, I ain't gonna lie, that would have been interesting.
I thought if Ghost would have just said, all right, I'm gonna teach you the game. This how it is. And this how it was.
Oh God.
It took the show, and you know.
Shout out to the Texas Tea. All right. So Dre's overseeing the girls, you know, putting the drugs in the product because we still selling drugs at Truth, okay? And Julito came to Dre, was like, bruh, the block is hot. We gonna need to stop selling these drugs in this club because we both know we got hemmed up by the feds. He was like, what you tell him? Dre was like, I ain't say nothing. You know, Ghost is an honorable man. He was like, that's what's up. That's what's up. I get a little tense when I start seeing Dre and Julio because I already know what's in store and I'm getting stressed out, y'all. PTSD. But yeah, Dre was like, F that. Julio leaves. He tells Julio's boo thing.
I know you like Julio. But man, not on this rewatch, Julio just be getting lined up by everybody.
I know, and I knew it before.
Up City, I really wasn't noticing before, but everybody.
I noticed.
Julio.
It's worse now though, because I can really reflect. Like, dang, Julio, like you was a pushover, bro, but you was loyal. Dre. Oh, you got what you deserve, Dre. So I ain't even tripping. So Dre tells old girl, like, hey, don't listen to Julio. We gonna sell these drugs. Just keep it to yourself because he paying Jukebox, Ray, and Kanan.
Highlight DeMarcus comment, man. Because I'm ready to do
Which one? He got what? This one?
No, it said go down. He might be on or something. I'm gonna keep watching.
He ain't on to nothing. I am boycotting your channel. If you
might be on to something. Julio is getting pressed out here on these streets.
I will boycott. I will boycott. Brillo is no longer welcome in the trap.
We're gonna put a gag order on it for a while. I don't know.
I will not allow it. I would not allow it.
I don't know. We're gonna keep watching.
No, we don't. I'm putting it down now. We would not allow Julio.
Not happening. Okay, not happening. You heard. You heard it here first. Honorable mention.
I can see you on a surprise live. All right, pretty girl, come with my channel real quick. I got a surprise for you. Oh no, we cannot. Yes, Inga, we like Julio. Stop playing, James Kelly. No,
you like Julio too.
No, don't do that.
I can't. You know, he got to. I don't know what else he gonna do. So you gotta turn somebody water off. I can't remember how it plays out.
Oh, Julio. I mean, we gonna talk. I don't want to think about it, but he didn't go down easy, okay? But it was gruesome. All right. So yes, Dre, he has to keep these drugs coming because he's paying Juke, Kanan, and Ray $15,000 each a week. Okay. So he was like, nah, bro, like in his head, these drugs getting sold up in here, okay? So Julio, he meets up with Tommy. He was like, dang, you know, where you been at? He was like, bro, I got hemmed up by the feds. Dre was there too. Like, we kept it 10 toes down, though. He was like, all right. He was looking stressed. He was like, Tommy, what's up? Tommy was like, I just got to talk to somebody right now. And of course, he's talking about Proctor. Of course, you know, I know now, but at the time, I'm like, who you about to go see? Meanwhile, Saxe is meeting. Sorry, I watched a little early, so yeah, he didn't last long. But yeah, Greg's friend is really trying to save his name out here in these streets. He tells Proctor he has a recording that's going to implicate Ghost and Tommy and Lobos' murder, and of course, you know, they'll wrap Greg up in there. Be cute little bow situation, okay? But Saxe was like, it really doesn't show Angie was a part of it. It really, you know, it changes the motive. You know, that's pretty much what Greg's friend is trying to prove to Saxe. Because he was like, damn, y'all was friends. Like, he wasn't dirty. Like, calm down. Like, yes, thank you, Malcolm DeMarcus. Right. But yes, I had it earlier.
He wasn't dirty. Saxe ain't care.
Saxe ain't really care. He just want to win. He don't care who go down.
Exactly.
Oh, Lord.
It's good.
Teresi. Tony Teresi. He getting to burn the phone up in the noodles, okay? The pack of noodles is loaded, all right? He's talking to his homie Sammy. He's like, Sammy, yo, what's up? Of course, Sammy, he got to tell him about his research he did on Tommy. He was like, yeah, Tommy, he from Queens. He, came up with this mooly ghost. I don't know who the F he is. But yeah, he worked his way up the ranks, said, he's pretty much a boss now. He was like, cool. And so as soon as Sammy said he don't know who Ghost is, of course, Ghost is sitting right outside of Teresi's cell, probably eating another dry-ass biscuit. But yes, Tony Teresi is getting on my everlasting nerve. I didn't like him when I first watched this, and I don't like him now. Like, he just a thorn.
Definitely.
A thorn. Oh, Lord. You want to talk about what he talking to Ghost about?
He pressing the hell out of Ghost for 20K for his wife. Because she about to die from cancer. He's saying, making threats and all type of stuff. You think he got one on the hook? Think he got one? Yeah. He might have got one payment, then got the payback. Just straight sucker. Trying to meet Tommy. Why are you trying to meet Tommy? Oh, now you got a son.
Obsessed. Ugh, Jesus. And it was cute. It was cute. Ghost is never going to be in a blender for too long. I mean, he made,
he hopped out of this one and so quick.
Oh, gosh. I just thought about that whole situation with Dean. Jesus Christ. DeMarcus, he asked if Tony Teresi knew Raquel Thomas. Thinking about it, her involvement with the mob, maybe. Because at this point, what were your boo? What would be her age at this point? About 50s. Because that was the 80s. We're in the 80s right now. We're Raising Kanan, right? No, early 90s.
Yeah.
So this is what
he will be locked up.
Yeah, I don't know. Possibly. But we already see Ghost don't know nothing about, of course, Teresi, but it's a big age gap. So that's not hard to believe. And, you pretty much stay in your own lane for the most part. But Teresi seems like a big deal, not really John Gotti level, but, a name worthy of mentioning. Okay. But yes, Teresi impressed Ghost. He want $20K a week. Come on. Yeah, right. At least it ain't giving book 2 numbers, because they was over there giving your boy
that's crazy.
Your boy Davis $1 million a day. Okay. So 20 a week, I guess that's doable. So shout out to Proctor and Tommy. They meet up, and it's cool because in this scene and a couple other scenes, they actually meet up in my neighborhood. It's like a little bridge situation. So it was like not too far from where I grew up. Shout out to Harlem. Okay. But Tommy was like, bro, like, what's going on? Okay. We got Julio, we got Dre, we got Keisha all being, hemmed up by the feds. Like, what's going on? He's like, Tommy, chill out. They just trying to find an angle. Like, it ain't nothing to worry about. But he is being very protective of LaKeisha at this point, because she was like, she good people. It was like, she don't deserve this. She ain't about this life. So he's really trying to protect her. I was like, Tommy, you're so sweet. Oh gosh, but yeah. Proctor. I'm nervous. Your favorite person. Who do you hate worse? JP or Silver Brillo?
JP.
Still JP because of the son situation.
Pretty much. And he's still out here.
He's still out here. Okay. Long story short, before we meet with Ghost, Proctor and Silver, they're, just talking about the case. And Proctor was like, hey, I met with, Tommy last night. Here are the names of the people that the feds, question or what have you. He was like, why you over there meeting with Tommy? Like, you been it over backwards for these dudes. Like, what's going on? What you not telling me? Like, you cannot ruin your reputation off these guys. Like, what's going on? And he was like, just take my word for it. He was like, what do you hadn't had Ghost got going on? Like, he said something fishy going on, but of course Proctor, he can't really say what the issue is. But he also asked, like, hey, like, Tommy, like, what's up with him? Like, why are you seeing him? He was like, well, you know, I represented him off a case a little minute ago. Like, that's it. You know, it's cool now. Silver was like, oh, no, that's a conflict of interest. You can't do that. You're like, that ain't going to be looking good. You need to recuse yourself. And so Proctor was like, it's not necessary. Like, their interests are aligned. It's no conflict of interest. Like, we good. But Terry was like, I don't know. You know, Terry, he follow all the rules. Like, he don't play. Like, he don't cheat when he play Monopoly because we know he don't play spades.
But that's a loophole, though. Like, come on. They should have already known that. Like you said, like, what are you talking about? File's been filed. I'm cooking. And when I get done, y'all want to tell me y'all want to eat something else. Right before I get done. What?
We're going to talk about this comment in a minute. After that, see, Mr. Jones said, damn, I got to roll Terry. JP, get it past this time. Hey, Aisha, how are you? All right, I'm going to read this, DeMarcus, okay?
I Terry, too. I ain't going to lie.
DeMarcus said Ghost was about to flip on Tommy until Proctor changed Ghost's mind. How do you feel about
that? That ain't happening. Ghost was not about to snitch on Tommy.
I don't think so either. He did ask how much time.
Proctor was trying to get, well, not trying to get him, but just being a good lawyer, saying, hey, we can't do this. Like, not doing it.
Yeah.
Even after they told him he's taking the needle.
That's all right. Hey, well, that's all right. I'm glad you're here. Okay. And of course, there's always a thing called the replay. Okay. Because we got busy lives. So, but I appreciate you dropping in, Aisha. I appreciate you. So, I want to say she's from Queens. You from Queens, right, boo? I mean, we here. Anywho, yeah, Terry, he looked like he low-key want to snitch on Proctor.
Yeah.
Look at that face.
No, he was just too clean.
Oh gosh, so they're over here discussing the case, and Angie has the audacity to come to see Ghost. One, asked to speak to him alone. And he was like, girl, I don't trust you. My lawyer stayed right here. Like, who? You really thought you had enough balls and enough pull to want and expect Ghost to meet with you alone while he over here in this orange jumpsuit? Like, girl, what? The delusion.
That just didn't make sense. What are you talking about?
And why are you even there? Next point, she pretty much say, hey, I'm going to offer you a deal. You cop to the Greg thing. You give Tommy up in the Lobo situation. And I'm going to do all I can to decrease your time. I'm like, girl, that ain't no good deal. You want me to cop to something I ain't do? Like, girl. She was like, well, you can save your family because I can go ahead and break spousal privilege and have Tasha take the stand. So you can save your family, okay, and take this charge. Or you just gonna get the needle. Like, come on, your kids ain't gonna be able to deal with it. I'm like, Angie, you should have thought about them kids before you over here not doing a full investigation before you arrest people.
Yeah, that's the part that makes no sense. the magic recordings, future recordings that we're gonna talk about 10, 12 minutes. The magic recordings that come up.
Oh God! Hey, oh, you in Cali, Inglewood? Okay, always up to no good. I hear that. Inglewood always up to no good. Even Hollywood. Oh, I miss Roscoe's chicken and waffles so bad. Can you mail me an Obama special, boo? I went to the Roscoe's over there in Inglewood, and it probably ain't too far from you. Okay, the Obama special is a waffle with 3 wings. Okay, please and thank you. I may use part of Eric's Cash App to pay for the shipping cost. Brilla, have you been to LA before?
Never been to LA.
If you go to LA No, don't get me wrong. Now you can't go to every Roscoe's as we've seen. Okay. If you go to LA, hit me up and I'll let you know which Roscoe's is safe. Because Roscoe's is it. I mean, the chicken tastes like your grandma fried it. Like it's the pan fried chicken. Like,
yeah. If I'm ever in Cali, I'm gonna hit a Roscoe. I know how to move with respect.
It's so good. It's up the street. I knew it. I knew it was up the street from you, girl. Oh, okay, let me stop thinking about food. All right. So Angie's trifling, okay? And Ghost, he was low-key about to get himself caught up. He was like, Angie, think about it. Whoever killed Greg is careless. You know me, I ain't careless. Like I kill people right. Like I don't leave evidence. That's what he was really about to go
right. Come on. You know how I get down.
He would have said, "You know how I get down."
Right. That's what he said. He could have said
29 people. I ain't get caught not one time, girl.
Man. I've been under investigation. He should have got it. He should have been with.
You know my track record, and the only murder I get caught up is the one you arrest me for. That don't make no sense, Angie. What you talking about, girl? Like, no. Oh Lord, that would have been so fire.
He should have not right. He should have. No, he wouldn't lead it. He gonna lead a pistol. In truth. Why wouldn't he throw that somewhere? He gonna take it back to truth.
Can't wait
to him to take the pistol back to truth.
Oh gosh, yes. Kanan did raise Ghost by way of Raquel Thomas. Okay. She is the most influential character and power in the universe. Okay. If you didn't watch my video, go back because it's been a while. Marcus said Ghost. So Marcus said Ghost exposed himself to Terry when he said that Terry was already just not trying to hear Ghost before that. Terry wasn't feeling him at all. Okay. And so after the whole deal, of course, Terry was like, we should talk about this deal, Ghost. Like, don't throw this away. And Prada was like, no, she does not have the authority to come up in here. You will offer that. And he knew that because he said John Mock, he likes all the glory. He would have been the one walking up in here giving this deal. Like, no, it's bogus. And he got real passionate. I just love Parker's passion because you know he
definitely had a good episode.
For real. I'm just saying. Oh, Lord. That is so facts, girl. She risked it all, boo. Risked it all. We all been there, though. I mean, not that deep, but we all been there. Dre. This is the slime. The sliminess is coming out. It's coming out. So he was like, yo, Tommy, we got knocked by the feds. Like, I don't want to say too much about your boy Julio, but he said stop selling the drugs in the club. And he was with the feds longer than I was. So, you know, I'm like, Dre, you little slimy. He's setting up the seeds already. Tommy was like, all right, cool. I already knew about it. He
told the truth.
Yeah, he did tell the truth.
But he knew how to make it sound.
Yeah.
I mean, he was really just saying too much, basically. Basically, he want to be distro, so he gonna try to get Julio out of there. He lining them up.
For real. Hey, Monique Nicole, how are you? Thank you for coming through, boo.
What up? Lining Julio up.
Aisha, you said go to the one on Manchester and Ash. That's the one the Obamas eat at. Okay. I don't know if I've been to the one I go is off of it's not too far from the Staples Center. It's like downtown LA. That's the safe one I normally go to. Because I messed up and I did go to the one that PNB Rock was at. It was kind of funny because we should have knew it was Fugazi because nobody was in there when we went. It was sketchy, but I mean, we know how to conduct ourselves. One hood is like the other. So, yeah, but it was empty though, and the food was trash. So I should have knew that wasn't the right Roscoe's.
Right, yeah.
I should have knew better, but it was right by. That's the thing. It's right by. It's closer to the airport, so that's why we was kind of like we hungry. Like, let's go. But we learned we can't be messing with all the Roscoe's. Okay. Yes, I know. Went to the hood, girl. We won't go back. Okay, we won't go back. Oh Lord.
Yeah, this guy.
So Williams over there just antagonizing Ghost again. He hands him the paper, and baby girl Raina is on the front page. That breaks Ghost's heart.
Why is he pressing this dude so hard?
I know. Cop killer. That's all he wants. Cop killer. I'm like, shut up. He keep calling him a B and a punk. Like, come on, keep it real. If y'all was in them streets, Ghost would be in that ass. Okay.
This dude.
Oh Lord! I got to the episode when I had to stop. Yes, R.I.P. Charlie Murphy. Okay, your grandson is out of control.
Man, they got the code right when my man they're supposed to drink lean and play video games. This house is
it was fire, right?
Crazy, wasn't it? My man had his own little separate house set up.
For real, I'm like, dang, Tariq. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it's making your pit house look a little Baisley Projects.
It was. That was crazy.
I'm like, I don't know, Tariq. Ghost gonna have to step his game
up. This was Braden before Braden.
Okay, this confused me a little bit. And chat, please chime in. Maybe I'm missing something. So he's with one of his friends. They're playing video games. He's telling Kanan the elevator code, but it's of another student. Is Ethan's house, because we see Ethan in the pictures that, in the house that Kanan is. So how did he get Ethan's elevator code? That really just threw me off, because we was thinking Kanan was robbing the same house that Tariq is in, but it's a totally different house. So I was confused. Unless they were brothers. But I only see Ethan in these pictures. So I don't know. I was confused. But yes, baby Ghost is over there working with his daddy.
Robberies.
It's a robbery now. Get on the ground. Raina, I don't know about the acting here, hun, but she was boo-hooing because she don't know if her daddy's gonna get the needle. And Ghost, I ain't gonna lie, I was getting a little emotional. I was like, Ghost, he's trying to be a good daddy. They just trying to lock him up. And he's trying to console his baby girl. And she just distraught. Tasha pissed. I think she's more so pissed now because who he's locked up for killing or allegedly killing, because you over here killing your mistress boyfriend. Like, I'm over here supposed to be buying a new Birkin and you over here killing people you shouldn't be killing. Like, I really think she was salty about that. But did you get emotional, or you just like, eh?
Man, I was looking.
It's part of the game. Hey, Monique, she said Kanan is lame for doing these petty ass crimes. Grow up, LRL. Rock would be disappointed. Yes, because I was disappointed. Would Goku Rock be disappointed, Brillo?
Disappointed? I mean, yeah, probably.
Because even Jukebox was like, this is what you was trying to do? Like, elevate your game. Like, come on, you went in there for 10 years to do this. Mind you, I'm thinking he's doing this to hold himself over until he take over Ghost situation. I'm hoping.
Yeah, he's trying to get a drug. He's trying to get a plug. Basically, this was just for fun. He just pressing. Basically, free money. Go steal from rich people.
Oh gosh, Mr. Jones said at DeMarcus Dre was too slimy for me. He was a sucker. If he was tough, he would have clipped Kanan as soon as Kanan almost threw his daughter out the window. Yeah, that's true.
I was wondering too, like,
Dre was just really scared of Kanan. Like, Kanan inflict fear. Like, when Dre saw that Kanan killed his son, he was just like, I can't F with him. Like, he on a whole nother crazy level. Like, I ain't ready. I'm level 1 crazy. I ain't level 10 crazy. Like, but at the same time, like, niggas get shot every day. He could have really, I feel like Dre, he didn't apply himself. I feel like he really got Kanan.
Kanan really was trying to lay low.
And that's what that would have been the perfect thing.
You know what I'm saying? They don't even know he supposed to be dead.
That's And that's the thing. I feel like the way Dre talked, like how convincing he is, when before Ghost went to jail, he should have been like, yo, Ghost.
Right.
Like, this is what's up. Let's get this fool. Like, I'm here for you. Like, I feel like he really, I mean, yeah, it was kind of chance niggas. Ghost probably would have tried to maybe kill him too. We don't know, but I feel like he could have found a way to get
He had a chance. Yeah.
He didn't play his cards right. I don't know. Yes, that's true, Aisha. Kaden was raised by wolves. He didn't stand a chance. Facts. So yeah, Sandoval's going to Malcolm and pretty much just trying to ease his way into whatever he got going on, how much he knows, because Malcolm, he ain't he wasn't born at night. He wasn't born last night, he was born at night. You know what I mean saying. I'm sorry, y'all. It's late. I'm tired. I'm full. I had shrimp and grits for dinner. So your girl is winding down a little bit, okay? But I ain't had no nap, okay? Yes, I'm low-key like a toddler. Like, I need a nap, okay? I had no nap today. I had to go into the office today, so your girl ain't had no nap on no lunch break, all right? Anywho, so Sandoval is trying to be slick and was like, hey, what evidence do you have? Like, let's take a look. And so Malcolm was like, this ain't the time or place. Because he peeped Sandoval. Something is not right with him. As soon as Sandoval left, he already had a whole file on my man. I'm like, see, yeah, I like you, but you dangerous.
About that action, like, man,
Homeland.
He had to go.
He had
definitely.
Lord,
He's Homeland though, so he got access to everything.
Exactly, everything. Okay. So, of course, Raina is choking your boy's emotions up. Ghost was like, Proctor, did you do the research on Teresi? So he's giving him the rundown on Teresi. Then he also asked Proctor, like, if I were to take Angie's deal, how much time would it get? Proctor was like, hell no, we ain't doing that, bro. Like, nah, we taking this to trial. Like, bro, like, no, you're not taking this deal. And he low-key also is scared of Tommy because he's like, dang, if I have Tommy, go snitch on Tommy gonna kill me. So no, we not doing this. We not doing this. Hell no. Why he over there talking to your boy Proctor? Your grandson is being hella disrespectful to his twin. Why? He used to be such an asshole to Raina. Like, is this normal, or you think your grandson needed a little talking to?
He needed a stern talking to right now.
He telling Raina after, because she was like, you can't be being right. That's the thing that pissed me off, Raina, though. He was protecting you from the bully, and you want to tell him to stop. No, let him press him. But she was like, we got to stay good for daddy. Anything that we do that's wrong, it will look unfavorable. Like, no, we got to be on our best behavior. He was like, Raina, our parents are liars. Why do you think that we don't know nothing about their childhood or anything before we was born? They trying to conceal all the shadiness. And she was just like, you're being an idiot. And he's pretty much calling her an idiot the whole time because she didn't want to believe her.
He was right, though.
No, he was definitely spitting facts. He was right, but I was feeling a little bad. I'm like, oh, baby, Raina. Aisha said, Kanan is Marvin, Lulu, and Raquel mixed together. He needs Allah, Buddha, and the Holy Trinity. And y'all, Malcolm X and Frederick Douglass to say him. Oh, Lord, Jesus, all the people. Oh, Jesus. And she also said Amari Harris set the bar so high. He played the hell out of the Ghost role. He conveyed all emotions. Ghost wanted to choke Tariq. Yes, for real. Like, Omari, like, I just feel like he didn't get his things.
This
like,
episode was fire too.
He didn't get his things.
How you pressed Teresi.
Oh, Lord. So we in court, y'all. Your boy Silver came through. He found the footage of the illegal search, the legal pullover that Greg did with Ghost, of course, showing that, hey, this is how the DNA appeared on, Greg's body. And so your boy Proctor was like, yes, I'm filed to move the DNA from, the evidence. And the judge was like, I don't know about that. He was like, well, yes, we got the cell phone records, and Greg and Ghost's phone was pinning off the same towers. So he was like, oh, okay. But the judge, he was just like, that still ain't enough a little bit. We need a little more. He was like, all right, cool. I got something else. Angie knew. AUSA Valdez knew about this stop, and they, she pretty much tried to suppress it. So, of course, she get pulled. He was like, Valdez, is this true? She's like, well, I had tried to tell Mark, but he wasn't trying to pay me no attention, long story short. And Mark was like, well, we didn't think it was true because Greg, he did not log this, into, his documentation or what have you. So we didn't think it was, valid. And of course, the judge was like, well, Proctor, he found it. So that means either you knew about it and wanted to suppress it, or you just trying to be shady. Either way, it's a done deal. So Proctor, he went a little ahead of himself. He was like, I want to dismiss all the charges. The judge was like, nah. We still got this gun, this fingerprints. But hey, I'll allow this footage to be a part of the case, but I also allow the DNA. And Mock, of course, it didn't look good because that would show that they're pretty much being shady to the jury. So that wouldn't help. So pretty much we got one success, DNA out. Now we just got to work on the gun and the fingerprints. Do you have anything to say about how much of an idiot Angie is? Sorry.
Man. Angela, like, we talking about nah. I mean, nothing really to say, though. Like,
I know.
I'm speechless. She's just so dumb because it's right there. You didn't do no type. The whole team is dumb.
Yes.
The whole plan is dumb. The whole prosecution is dumb as ever.
Facts.
It's
Mr.
right
Jones
there. Don't even look at the evidence.
You gonna let Mr. Jones talk about your grandson like that? He said Raina was the only person in power history who was scared of Reed. Aisha says she met Omari once at Drop the Mic in Studio City. Very nice man. Everyone was up his ass. I was like Team Tommy. You know what I'm saying? I congratulated him on the show. Very humble. He seemed like a humble dude. He seemed like definitely a cool dude. So Tommy over here, he running the whole little underground club situation. He's, definitely trying to sniff the feds. Nothing too crazy about, the scene. Of course, we get a glimpse of Two-Bit and Spanky. But he also is kind of showing he's not really sure who to trust. He's kind of, I feel like he's giving Julio the side eye a little bit. Tommy's smart though. That's the moral of this story. Do you remember this scene? Oh Lord, Terry. So Ghost pretty much called Terry. This is the last scene of the episode. And he was like, thank you for coming. I appreciate you, finding the footage. He was like, oh no, you don't got to thank me. I'm doing my job because you're paying. And that allows me to help people who deserve it. I was like, oh, you on the bullshit today, Terry. You on the BS. So Ghost was like, all right, I need you. I admit it, but I don't need your judgment. So he was like, hey, you just mad that I can see through the BS, long story short. You know what I'm saying? You took this shortcut and you ended up in here just like everybody else that's up in here. So Terry's being very judgmental. And they go back and forth. And, Ghost is pretty much saying, hey, you had advantages, okay? You had, parents who went to college, nice house, nice upbringing. Like, you can't judge me by my choices because you didn't have to make them. And Terry was like, no, it's not about, privilege and education. It's about character. I know the type of man you are. And he was like, what is that? And he was like, this. And he started, I'm like, I know Ghost, he had to really have some composure because you touching my jumpsuit, bro. Get off me, bro. Like,
he's pressing.
I ain't gonna lie, I went ahead. I thought about a future scene. And I know Ghost was really, really relishing at that moment. Like, can't really talk about it right now. But yes. Do you have anything to say about Judgment to ask Terry? Is it Delterius, I believe? They said his whole name one episode in the future. Yeah, Terry. Anything to say about this man before we get out of here?
I mean, just man, top tier sucker, like you said, all the judgment, just top of the line, man. I mean, I just want to get him off the screen. It was tough to watch, but he did. But is he wrong?
And that's the thing. I question myself because we have to be,
Right.
We really have to take it for what it is.
Telling him no.
Yeah, like he definitely was speaking a lot of facts, but he was also being judgmental at the same time. So it was like,
right.
I agreed with some of the things he said, but you just came off rip just judgmental. Like that's the part that threw me off. Like, bro, like you don't know this man from a can of paint. Yeah, you probably did your research, but
you don't know you don't know his story. So.
Exactly.
The judging is just wrong.
Facts. We'll get him off the screen. Okay, that was pretty much it, y'all.
Yeah.
So your boy Brillo the Plug has summons everyone. And I'm taking up the challenge of the subscribe-a-thon, okay? So I'm going live 7 days straight, starting Sunday. Quickly, discussing BMF episode 6, Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Monday, doing the Snowfall preseason discussion. Tuesday, Bel Air preseason discussion. Wednesday, back again, Power season 4, episode 4. Thursday, Snowfall episode 1 review. Friday, episode 2 review, because Snowfall always be giving us the double dose during the premiere of a season, okay? And then Saturday to end it all, discussing Bel Air season 2, episode 1. So I'm gonna be pretty busy. So I hope y'all tune in, okay? Because it's gonna be a lot of work for you, girl. But I'm definitely gonna enjoy hearing all of y'all's opinions. I do think I'm gonna probably take a little break in the mid-season of Power since we have all these other shows. So we may have to take about a few weeks off until Snowfall and Bel Air and BMF go off because it's a lot, okay? It's a lot. But Brillo, I know you on like day 85 right now on the subscribe-a-thon, but what do you have coming up right now on your channel?
Tomorrow we got Top Ops. I'm probably doing Godfather of Harlem on Moochie channel. If she's, so keep your notification bells on and we pressing. Appreciate the support.
Yes, y'all. Please make sure before y'all leave, if y'all haven't liked the video, please go on and do so. I would really appreciate it because, it's free. It don't cost nothing, all right? But yes, see y'all on Sunday and on Monday, then on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, okay? I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week. Until next time, toodles.
Peace.
Bye, y'all.